Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's gonna probably be one of those videos where I set up the tripod, I'm doing stuff around my house. You guys are sitting at home watching me like creepers, just creeping on all the things that I'm doing today because I have so much to do. Like I say always, but really, like I have to get done because Mimi and Papa are coming to stay with us this weekend. They're getting in on Thursday actually, so it's not even the weekend. They're coming in 2 days. Today's Tuesday and on Thursday they're getting here. So I need to have my house in order. I need to get their room in order. That room is like a storage unit at this point. So I have a lot of tidying to do. Like I have to tidy because like Mimi's probably watching this, but whenever my mother comes to my house, if it is even a little bit like it normally is, like a disaster, then I have to hear it, then I have to hear like, oh, your house is a mess. So I'm gonna try my hardest. I love Mimi, she's the best, but still I'm gonna try to avoid some of those conversations. So I'm gonna try to tidy up. So the kids are currently napping, but it's probably like the end of their nap, so they will likely be joining us here soon to make it more difficult for me to clean up because they're gonna be making a mess behind me. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and just like hanging out with me and I don't know, just seeing if I can accomplish anything. I guess I'll start off by showing you what I have to work with. Should I just like start off in this room? This is where I've been doing Riley's homeschool stuff. And we did a little bit of homeschooling this morning. Riley set up for later, like her little activity that she wanted to do later in the afternoon. There's like a bowl of water here. So this stuff I have to like leave there. I can put away my gimbal because that's what I usually film, but today you guys are gonna be on a tripod. I have been dying to film a video of the pre-K curriculum that I got for Riley, and it's coming. I'm soon going to film that, and I tried yesterday, and then every time that I was trying to film the video, then Joseph Buell, my lovely husband, was cutting wood because he's making us a couch for outside. So every time that I went to film, he was down in the basement and like all you heard was like sawing of wood. So I was like, forget it, I give up. So I'd taken this stuff out. Let's put this away until I can actually film. What I really need to do, I was just telling Joe this yesterday, I think that because of how much we use this table for homeschool stuff, I'm thinking we're gonna put like, I'm gonna have him either build me or buy me some kind of like a little bookshelf or some kind of a like storage unit that I can put like either in the corner there or maybe like in that corner so that I can like just tuck away the books when we're not using them. Because like as much as I'd like to say like, oh, I'll just put them on a different bookshelf, I think I need it to be here because we always have books here, we always have homeschool stuff. So I might look into that. You see, we were doing all of our homeschool stuff, the lessons of the fish. For now, I'm gonna at least just tidy up the stacks. And then I've got, of course, Play-Doh all over here. We were actually making we were using Play-Doh to sculpt little fish today because that was part of like the lesson. And of course there's little Play-Doh particles everywhere now. I don't know how well you guys can see, but there are a whole bunch of marks that are not coming off because Riley paints here and then it gets all over the place, and I don't know, normally it comes off, so I don't know why this isn't coming off. I'm gonna get like a magic, the magic sponge thing, see if it comes off with that. This is a Mr. Clean, the magic eraser, and sometimes that helps a little bit. Yeah, see, this stuff is coming off now. This little eraser thing is like the best cleaning thing I've ever used in my entire life. I walk around, this is probably something I should do today, is I should probably walk around and look at like the scuff marks on the wall so that I can get rid of them before Mimi and Papa get here. Wow, that makes me so happy. That alone makes me super happy because this table is used and abused. Like we use this table to eat, to do work, to do art projects. Like this table is like always out of control. So at least now most of like the marks are gone. I still do want to do a little bit of like the chairs. Like this is something that I definitely neglect, and is this something that you guys often neglect too? Because every once in a while, like I'll be minding my own business and then I look at the chairs randomly and I'm like, these chairs are filthy, full of food, full of just random stains, and I'm like, how do I live like this? Like how do the chairs get like this? And the answer is that we have children. The answer is that I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old that constantly destroy things. And then what ends up happening is like what you guys are seeing right now. Then I start like like zoning in on things that I haven't even paid attention to in like the last 3 years, and I'm like, okay, I need to get every single mark off of these. I think that's like partially like ADHD or that's some kind of OCD tendencies coming out. But then I will literally spend like a good 2 hours of my life just going through every little piece of these chairs and this table, but I can't do that right now because I have other things to do. I guess one thing I can tell you that makes me happy is this is the latest plant that we got. So Joe took me to Home Depot, or I tagged along to Home Depot the other day, and we came out of there with a bunch of new plants. But this one I thought was so cool because look, you can see like all the roots. This is what the tag said, in case you are curious. I just thought it was so cool. Riley and I and Jackson were in the plant section while Joe was doing something else, and I had never seen something like this. So I figured a nice little spot for it would be there on the kitchen table. Okay, I am gonna take you guys to the dining room in just a second, but before I do that, I am gonna come in here and clean the walls from these scuff marks. Get the towel so that there's not water dripping all over the place. Out because I will find other scuff marks that I want to go crazy and clean. But let's go to the dining room because you guys are gonna see how insane that space is. Okay, so this is the dining room, and there's a reason why I hardly ever film in here, film in this space, is because normally, like, I actually cleaned this room, you guys. Like, I actually cleaned this like 2 days ago, decluttered. So this is like not even a fraction of how bad this room was. So I still have a crap ton of stuff I have to move to their correct places, but this dining room, since we never actually use it as a place to sit down and eat, this is really just like hey, we need to move stuff out of the kitchen, or we need to move stuff out of the family room, so it just ends up here. Or stuff that needs to be taken to the basement ends up here. This is like the temporary basement. So while the kids are still upstairs, I'm gonna take a minute, take this stuff down to the basement. A lot of these are like games and stuff, puzzles that I can grab for the kids whenever we need them. I don't need them here. So I've got some of that. Extra workbooks and stuff that I keep on hand just in case we want to do other workbooks and stuff. We're not actively using these, so I don't know if I'm going to leave them here or if I'm going to put them down in the basement. I do have this box of food that I have to take down to the basement for like our food storage. So this is like, I had gotten a Thrive Market order and I never got around to taking it down to the basement. So we've got some food that's going down in the basement. And then I'm just gonna try to clear off as much as we can. I have here, you guys will see eventually, there's a puzzle here that Joe did like, I don't know how many months ago. It's a Mandalorian puzzle. It does not need to be here because I'm hoping that when my parents come, maybe at least once, we can use this dining room to actually eat together, like all of us. So I'm gonna stop chatting. Let me get to work and see if I can clear off some of this. Minus a few things, I got most of everything that I wanted to get out of this area down in the basement and where it belongs. I did leave out a couple things because I need to figure out with Joseph, like they've always had access to like some of their Play-Doh and things because it's just wound up here because we don't have like a space for it. And that hasn't been working out, as you can imagine, because Riley, when she's bored or when she's, you know, just wants to find ways to irritate me, she'll come in here and she'll look for Play-Doh, and then before you know it, I haven't given her permission to use Play-Doh and she's like making a mess. It's all over the place. Jackson has broken it up into a million pieces. So I want to put the Play-Doh and some of like their little, you know, sensory Play-Doh boxes, and there's a bunch of like sensory things here in some of these bins that the kids will still play with, and it will keep them entertained, but I just don't want them to have access to it here. So I'm gonna talk to Joe to see if maybe we clear out some space in like the garage. That way it's not like such a mission for me to get it, like going all the way down to the basement when I want them to play with Play-Doh. But whatever, point is, I'm gonna leave it here for now and see if we can do some decluttering and stuff later in the garage and make some space for this. The other thing I wanted to point out, I don't want this to be like a fake news video over here. I did end up putting some stuff on the floor because ideally, like I have my art cart for the kids where they have like all their workbooks and their coloring books and all of that. And as you can imagine, it's gotten like out of control because there's a lot of like educational resources, homeschool resources, things like that. So as our collection of things has grown, first of all, I do need to declutter it. Like, let's start with that. I do need to do that, just not today. But I would like to get another art cart to put right next to it, and then all the stuff that you see on the ground would go in that art cart too. That way we make use out of the space here along this wall. So that is something that I want to work on. All right, so it is much later. We spent some time outside because the kids woke up, and since it had been raining earlier, I let the kids like put on their rain boots. They were jumping in muddy puddles, all of that. And then I got sidetracked. I'm trying to put together like a little bed in front of the garden where I can put some more flowers and stuff, or just expand my garden. I don't know. I was trying to remove like some grass and some weeds. So I did that for a bit. So now it's getting ready to be dinner time. I still need to go up to Mimi's room. Like that still needs to happen. But I'm gonna start cooking some dinner, and I've got some brown rice cooking. I am gonna go down to the basement though to get some, like, this is where I keep like our chocolate chips. So for baking, for cookies, I made cookies the other day. I made the ones from Thrive Market that I love, so I made those, and I ran out of chocolate chips. But I have some more downstairs in the basement, which is one of the reasons why I love having like a backstock, food prep, pantry, whatever you want to call it. So now I can go get some and replenish them and put them in here so I can put that container away. And then I have like another random bag of popsicles here that don't fit in my freezer here. So I'm gonna take these down to the freezer downstairs, bring up those chocolate chips, and then maybe tidy up the kitchen a little bit while I wait for that rice to be done. I found a recipe for like a Parmesan chicken, so I need to go get the chicken also from downstairs in the basement. So we'll cook, and then I'll see if Joe's like working out right now, so maybe when he's done working out, I can run upstairs and get some things done. I don't know if that's gonna be before or after dinner, but we gotta do something. So I'm gonna start cooking. Like I said, we're gonna make some kind of like a Parmesan crusted, it says crispy Parmesan garlic chicken with zucchini. This is what it should look like. Mine will probably not look like that, but we'll try. I'll link the recipe down below. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to roast some zucchini in the oven. This is zucchini that I've picked from the garden. This one I picked today, so this one is like super fresh. The other two I had picked, and I hadn't gotten around to eating them, so I don't want them to go bad. So I'm gonna make roasted zucchini. Last time I cooked them on the skillet. I sauteed them, but I'm gonna try to roast them. So I think I just need to put like olive oil, salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. So I'm gonna do that, but for the Parmesan chicken, I have to bread it. So I'm gonna put it all together, and you guys can watch me cook. Once it's done, I'll let you know how it is. And then I told Joe that after dinner, I've gotta get some time to go up and work and clear out stuff. So let's start cooking. dinner was okay. So like, I'll link the recipe down below. Maybe I just did it wrong. Like, it was decent, but nothing like, oh my god, it was amazing. I'll tell you though, the zucchini, I think I prefer when I saute it than like when I put it in the oven. But it was a nice dinner. We were grateful for our food, grateful for the fact that I was able to get food from the garden, put it on my table. I don't want to take away from that. So Joe's downstairs with the kids. They're gonna clean up. Are you guys ready to see this room? Because I don't think you're ready. It's pretty bad. So this is the state of the room that Mimi and Papa are gonna sleep in. And like, there's stuff literally everywhere. And that's that. You guys can't even see like this side. Let me move the tripod over here. The entire room is full of boxes and clothes and donations. So I'm gonna go through this. The boxes I'm gonna put out in the hallway so that Joe can put them in my car and we can take them to Goodwill and get them out of here, because otherwise my parents are gonna be sleeping downstairs on the moon pot. Like, there's nowhere for them to even be. So I'm gonna do that for a little while before we have to bathe the kids and all of that. So let's get to work. So I think that that is a million times better. All the boxes are in the hallway, so I do need Joseph to actually like get them into his truck so we can get them out of here. But at least now I can wash the sheets, get this room ready for my parents. I'm gonna set up probably like a side table so that they can put their phone and stuff like that, and have a fan in case it gets hot. So I'll do all of that tomorrow. Those are like the last minute things, but I needed to at least get everything off of the bed so I could wash the sheets and get the bed ready for them. So that makes me feel so much less stressed. I've been kind of panicking about that. So I think that's gonna be it for right now. We've got to get the kids bathed and all of that. And if there's anything else, then I will talk to you guys in a little while.
This is the end of this video.
Thanks, Riley. So I was gonna say, we got the kids bathed. Everybody's ready for bedtime. Jackson, what are you doing?
Mama,
what
please
is
let me pretend this is a giraffe.
She wants to pretend that the tripod is a giraffe. I don't understand why.
Please.
But why would you want to do that?
Has long legs just like a giraffe, and also have like this. Watch. Like that.
Sorry, you guys are gonna be shaky. It's super shaky.
And that's it.
Hey, did you have a nice day?
I didn't. Have the nicest day.
Hey, how do you say have a great day?
Mama, please let me think. This is a giraffe.
But it's not a giraffe.
Please, please.
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us today. I know that the kids really weren't in this video, but at least now the house is a little bit more prepared for them. And I got some stuff done that I've been needing to do for a very long time. So, I love you guys. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next one. I say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh.
This is this video. Bye.